gridlock on top of the mountain may be to blame for at least 9 deaths just this year there. Take a look at this picture. That is a literal human traffic jam. This is the line of people waiting to reach the summit of Mount Everest. One mountain guide, says difficult weather conditions and a lack of experience is contributing to this.
A death race there because there was massive traffic jam and people are pushing themselves who are not even capable of doing it. They do it, they try to summit, and they, instead of summiting, they kill themselves.
I mean, you're at 8,000 meters above sea level, right? So, as human beings, we're all transient up there, and, your body is already literally starting to die up there. And, 20 minutes after exiting Camp 4, you're climbing, you got a headlamp on your head, oxygen mask on your face, and, the first thing that I saw, was a climber that was being carried down by 2 Sherpas. And at first it's quite confusing because it's dark, and then I realized that, my gosh, like this person has lost their life, and we're 20 minutes into the climb.
Nepal's Mount Everest. But every spring, hundreds of foreign tourists arrive, chasing a dream to stand atop the world. Some are experienced climbers, many are not, but all of them have this in common.
How many of the clients that you see coming to Everest could do it without you?
I would say 0.
0?
Yeah.
None of them?
None of them.
Jangbu Sherpa is a member of the indigenous tribe known as the Sherpas, the men who make climbing on Everest possible. 32 Sherpas have been killed as part of guided climbs on Everest. 32 among just a few hundred who work there. That makes the job of the Sherpa, per capita, the most deadly on Earth.
Why would anyone do such dangerous work?
The thing is that there's no option, there's no choice.
There's no other work?
No other work.
We met Sherpa Ang Shearing at the staging point for any Everest climb, Base Camp, 17,500 feet above sea level. It is in these Himalayan mountains where the Sherpas live, in one of the highest and most remote communities on the planet, separated from civilization by a wall of mountains. Alone at the top of the world, they have virtually no other options for work.
What percentage would you say would rather not be here, risking their life?
80 to 90%, easy.
9 out of every 10 Sherpas would rather not be here.
Yeah, it's sad. They always say, I'm not going to come back next year, but you can see them, you will find them here again.
Pasi Sherpa is one of the widows of the 2014 avalanche. Today, she lives in Nepal's capital, Kathmandu, raising a little boy who was left without his father. The boy was just weeks old when his father set off to work on Mount Everest. Before the climb, the father called home one last time.
भोलि बिहान 4 बजे उठेर 4:30 मा उम्बो जानुपर्छ अनि बारीहरु तेलहरु चम्बाहरु रेडी गरेको छु बिहान जाने भनेर फोन गरेको थियो
And you said goodbye to each other.
अनि राम्रोसँग जानु राम्रोसँग आउनु भन्यो मैले हुन्छ बच्चाले राम्रोसँग केयर गर्नु भनेर भन्दो रहेछ
Is that the last thing he said to you? Take care of your son?
But while Pasi's life was changed forever, business as usual soon returned to Mount Everest. Before long, a new batch of foreign climbers arrived on the mountain looking to make another run at glory, with a little help from the Sherpas.
Alex Honnold is the foremost free soloist in the world. He has free soloed routes that no one else can. To free solo means to climb without ropes or safety equipment. One false move, one slip, and it's over.
The risk in free soloing is always to fall off and fall to your death. I mean, that's pretty straightforward.
The only thing that would justify making a movie with me is doing something that I'm like truly proud of.
To me, the big dream has always been free soloing El Cap. That is the culmination of anything I can imagine.
El Cap is monumental, 3,000 feet of sheer granite. Free soloing it would be one of the greatest accomplishments in the history of climbing.
You know, I mean, there's just that, like, weird thought of, like, don't frickin' let that be our last hug or whatever. You know, like, I shouldn't be having that thought. Of, like, what if something happens? Like, what if I don't see him again? You're like, why do you want to do this? Like, it's a totally crazy goal.
I'm worried that tomorrow's gonna be it. Like, you know, like, Alex's existence will be over. I was like, oh, I have to be prepared for that outcome, and I have to realize that that is a real possibility.